Hello YouTube and preppers, this is the Comms Prepper. We're back out at the retreat location in West Virginia for the final video in the playlist series on how to install an Icom ID-5100A D-Star mobile radio in a 2015 Nissan Frontier pickup truck. This is my second take for this video because I had a technical issue with the first take and lost that footage. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this again. Hopefully I can get it right. I'm going to go over the components here real quick. What I installed is the control head up here for the radio. There's a control cable that goes behind the radio through the top plate here, behind the factory AM/FM radio, the environmental controls, and comes out down below here under the center console to the main unit of the radio. Over here is your SD card slot for your SD card, so you can put your frequency information or repeater information in there. This jack here is the control cable that loops under the radio, comes up behind the center console. This is the jack for the microphone. I used the standard Icom microphone clip here. It has double-sided sticky tape and just hangs there like that. Now, Icom has its own mount for this control head. That's a suction cup. I opted not to use that because my plate here is textured and I didn't think I'd get a good grip. So I used an old bag phone style 6-inch phone mount that I found on eBay for $6. So what I'll do here is I'm going to demonstrate how I ran that cable down here. I'm actually going to pop parts of this dashboard apart so you can see that. I'm sorry, this is the second take. There was more pieces in the first video, but I got everything back together, so I don't want to disassemble the car. So the first thing we're going to do is shut the power off, disconnect the RJ11 jack. This control head is held on with two magnets here and here. They're very strong. This is the plate that Icom provides. It's bolted to the old cell phone mount. It's a real solid connection. I'll put the control head down. There's wing nuts here so I can adjust the angle of this mount. I'm just going to get it up out of the way right now, and I'll demonstrate how to use these pry bar tools I got on Amazon for $6 for taking apart dashboards. I very carefully found the seam here, working the tools in there, and gently worked it till the clips came free underneath the tray. I worked around real carefully not to break the plastic and free it up, and that allowed me to remove the tray. And my cameraman's going to come up here and show you there's 3 screws I had to remove. One here, one down here, and one here. And this whole center console portion tipped out towards me. Now an important safety tip here is there's an airbag light here that has a wire that runs back into the computer someplace. I read online that if you disconnect that wire, you may have to go get your system reset at the dealer, so be very careful not to pull this out too far. So I removed these 3 screws, pulled it out. I fished a control cable back behind the AM/FM radio, the environmental controls that came out of the bottom. I went ahead and mounted the old cell phone mount here. Hope you can see it okay. We used some touch-up paint on the screws, drilled a 1/2-inch hole, put a nice rubber grommet in there to protect the control cable, and got it all buttoned up. Put everything back together, and I'll do the same right now. And there's 4 clips here. We'll line them up with the holes there, and this should snap right back into place, just like that. I'll get the control head up here, and you can see there's circles here that align with the magnet here, so we'll get that lined up. I'll readjust the wing nut to get the view angle just the way I like it. I'll bring that RJ11 jack around here, plug it into the side of the control head, and power up the radio. And there we have it, Icom ID-5100A D-Star mobile radio and Nissan Frontier pickup truck. And as always, thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. This has been the Comms Prepper with another radio project video out in beautiful West Virginia. Thanks for watching, guys.